Prestige aesthetics, culturally significant subject matter, emotional weight, stop motion cutscenes, award bait storytelling beats, and nothing wrong with any of that in isolation. But when it becomes the entire product strategy while your actual player numbers crater and players probably don't even care about most of that crap, you've built a machine that produces trophies instead of audiences. South of Midnight won a Peabody, but had 1,438 concurrent players on Steam. Asha Sharma was publicly celebrating that Peabody win in April, said she felt like every day there was something wonderful about Xbox, but 6 weeks later, Compulsion's leadership is in negotiation on whether or not the studio survives. So ultimately, the Peabody didn't pay the bills. The players, the real ones who you really should try to appeal to, the ones who chose to be there, like just weren't showing up, weren't paying money. And this is where I'm going to say something that's probably going to get a lot of people mad. Not necessarily explicitly, like, I don't think there was some meeting where someone just sat down and said, let's make games that gamers just don't want. But in the accumulated weight of 1,000 small decisions, the contemptuous marketing, the this game isn't for you energy, when anyone raised concerns about the product, the leaning into critics and award panels as the primary feedback mechanism instead of, I don't know, the people who play your games. There's like this type of game developer that exists in this industry who views the audience as something to be managed, to be educated, to be pushed past their problematic tendencies towards bigger, more important art. The picky babies that we must force them to accept our way of thinking and our form of art. And there's a type of games media that enables this. And that will call a 1,400 player launch a success on its own terms and not designed for mainstream audiences, rather than just saying the thing, which is that nobody came. A game that was made for nobody, so nobody played it. You get player counts inflated by downloads, you get engagement numbers, you get Microsoft PR touting milestones that make no sense, you get the Peabody Awards, and you never have to reckon with the fact that if people had to pay $40 for your game, most of them wouldn't. And then the market just caught up.